Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. My name is Sagar, and in this video we'll see how we can create display method. So we'll do end-to-end implementation. Okay, so first of all, what do we mean by display method? Nothing, like it will simply execute your code before even your form runs. So I will show you everything practically, but for now let's start building. So what we'll do, we'll build a table first. So for that I will go to table here. I can say my table as SA employee table, and I will click on add. So we are not going to follow each and every best practice here, because in this video we'll be specifically seeing how we can use display method. So here I can give a name to my, I can say this as employee table, and then let me add EDTs here. So I will expand this EDT node, and here let me see if the EDTs is available. So I think the important field would be here employee ID, employee first name, and then last name. Or let's have one more field named as department. So we'll create this basic okay. So I think we have this employee. Okay, employee name is here. So let me check if we have the thing. Okay, let me have our own one. Okay, so we'll use this one. So let me drag this one. Then for first name and last name, so let me drag this CDT only. I think I need to have department as well. So what I will do, I will quickly change the label here. I can say this as employee ID, and then for this I can say it as first name. Let me correct name here as well, first name, and similarly I will say this as name. Here I can give label as last name, and then let me have a department ID field here. I can give it a label as department ID. Alright, our class is ready, so we'll need an index as well. So let me quickly create index. Okay, this doesn't look good, so I can say this as employee ID, something like this, and I can drag this field here. Here I can say this as employee ID X, and allow duplicate should be no. I will save this. But this looks good now, and then here I can give this as this, and the other things are fine here. Let me see if any important field is here. I think we can go without these, shouldn't be any issue. Alright, so now our table is ready. So for display method we need all this. See, the first thing is that we'll create a table, then we'll create a form. In our form, we'll display all these fields like employee ID, employee first name, last name. And then what we'll do at our form level, we'll create a text field named as full name. And what we'll do, we'll simply add our first name plus last name. And that will be a display method field. Alright. So now let's do one thing. Let me create a method here. I can say new method, as this is my own custom table. I can say here public display, and then here my data type. I can say get full name. Okay, here what I will do, I will simply return this dot f name. You can say plus, I can add a space, and then I can say this dot last name. So my display method is ready. I will consume this display method at my form. Now I will create a form. For that, I will go to my user interface, and here let me add a form. I can say this as employee table. I will add, and then here I can drag my data source. And then here nothing is needed. Here I can allow create, all this should be yes, yes, yes. And I can say no. I can say no to these properties. And here I can specify a simple list pattern. I'll say apply pattern. Let me search for simple list. Okay, and here I can say this as employee form. I can choose data source, tile data source as well. And then I need to add an action pane. So I can simply right click here and I can go to my action pane. Okay, and here, to be very honest, we don't need anything in action pane, so it can be blank. Then we need to add this group and grid. So I will again right click, we'll go to new. Here I can add a group, and then at the end I can simply add my grid. I can say new, and here I will select my grid, and from my grid I can select my data source, and then I can drag all the required fields. So I think I need employee ID, first name, last name, department ID. I will drag them. This is fine. And here I can complete this. I can select my pattern, custom and filter here. Then I will need to add a quick filter control. I can say new. And let me go to quick filter control. I will go down. Here's my quick filter control. And here I need to specify my target control. That is actually this grid. So let me change the name first. I will remove this. Let me save this. Now here I can again select my target control. It is this one. And let me select my data source here. Okay, so I think this should work now. And now to display this in front end, I will create an what do we call menu item as well. So I will again go to new, inside my user interface, as this is my form, so I can create my display menu item. I will give it the same name, sc employee table, and I will click on add. And then here I can specify my label, employee form. So I'm not going to create security and privilege for now, but here I can specify my form name. What is my form name? Okay, form name is employee table. I can copy, and here I can specify my object. And let me save this. Now this is ready, but at the end I will need to display that in front end. So for that, I'll go to user interface. We already have the menu extension. So let me try to add them in. So let me create extension of this. Create extension. I'll open this. And here, let me add it to vendor section here. Remove this first. So what I will do, I will drag this to here. And I think this should work. So let me go to accounts payable. It should come somewhere here. Okay, now this is ready, but the main agenda of this topic was we created a table form, then form. Inside of form, we need to create a text field. So I will quickly go to my form. And here I can create a new string control. I will go down. Where is my string control? Yeah, here we go. I can give it a good name. For example, let's say full name. And here I can give a label as well. So I can use this text property, full name. I will save this. And here I can drag it, or this will not drag. I can use that Alt and upward key to move it to up. Okay, here I think it reaches to its correct place. Now I'll be using this piece of code. So in our table, we have written this display method named as getFullName. What it will do, it will simply return add the first name and last name. So now what I will do, I can go here, I can select my data source, and then I can select my data method. That is get this particular method. Okay, test phrasing. I'll wait for some time. Okay. So here I should get this getFullName method. Let me click here. Okay, here I'm getting. So I will save this. I think this should be ready now. Let's do a build and then we'll see. Okay, I think for now this should be fine. So let me make sure the debusing property is true, because I have created a table as well. I will do a build and then we'll see how it works. So our build is completed, but we don't have any record. So what we'll do, we'll create a sample record here. So I will say department as department 1. Let me give the employee ID as 1. Let me keep the first name as Sagar. Let me say last name here, and I will save this. And now I will go to my that form. So we have inserted our form into this vendors. So I'll open. So here, if you can see this name, like the Sagar Chedda, like it is coming automatically. It is combined. It's a display method. Now, a few things about display method is, if you see this, you can filter. You can apply filter on other field. For example, this. But you can't apply any kind of filter in display method. So that is the biggest problem with display method. And when you actually open this form, at that time itself, your code runs and you get the data into your display method field. Now, again, like one thing that I missed out here is I should have given a label here. For example, where is that label? Yeah, here I should have give it as full name. Okay, and one more thing that I missed, I should have cached my display method. So here, if you want to cache your display method, because see, often your method or your values are not going to change. That's why you are creating a display method. So I can use this sys data sys client. Yeah, the sys client cache data method. You will simply need to add this method and this will improve your code. Just above to display method, add this attribute. So this is all about end-to-end concept of display method. Thanks for watching this video.